Meeting the love of your life, eloping and getting married. This is a dream many teenage girls share. Caroline Crouch was no different. But what started as a fairy tale romance for the 15-year-old turned into a nightmare that would shock the world. Today, we dive into the chilling case of Caroline Crouch, a murder that fooled an entire nation. Caroline Crouch was born on July 12, 2001, in Athens, Greece, and grew up on the picturesque island of Alonissos. From a young age, she embraced a coastal lifestyle filled with scuba diving and swimming. But everything changed when Caroline met Babis Anagnostopoulos, a charismatic 27-year-old helicopter pilot, during a Good Friday parade in 2017. Caroline was only 15 at the time, and Babis was more than twice her age. 3 years later, in 2019, Caroline and Babis eloped to Portugal and got married. From the outside, their relationship appeared to be a perfect love story. Babis, the successful pilot, and Caroline, the young bride, soon expecting their first child. They even bought land and started planning their dream home. But behind the facade of social media posts and public appearances, the cracks in their relationship were beginning to show. On the night of May 10th, 2021, the dream shattered forever. In the early hours of May 11th, Babis frantically called emergency services. He told the police that armed intruders had broken into their home in the suburbs of Athens, tied him up, and brutally murdered Caroline. He said the robbers had stolen 10,000 euros hidden in a Monopoly box and valuable jewelry before fleeing the scene, leaving behind only devastation. When police arrived, they found Babis bound and gagged, the house in disarray, and Caroline dead, lying face down on the bed with their 11-month-old daughter by her side. Their pet husky had been killed, strangled with its own leash. But as investigators dug deeper, unsettling details began to emerge. At first, the public and authorities believed Babis's story. The Greek nation mourned the loss of Caroline, and a 300,000 euro reward was announced for anyone who could lead police to the killers. Babis became a symbol of grief, appearing on television, speaking at Caroline's funeral, and paying tribute to her. However, something wasn't right. Over the next few weeks, forensic evidence and inconsistencies in Babis's story began to raise suspicion. Caroline's smartwatch revealed that her heart had stopped beating long before the alleged robbery. Babis claimed the memory card from the security camera had been stolen, but data showed it was removed hours before the break-in supposedly occurred. Babis, who had initially described the attackers, was now becoming the prime suspect. On June 17, 2021, just 37 days after the murder, Babis was arrested. Faced with overwhelming evidence, he confessed. But his confession was not what anyone expected. Babis admitted that he had killed Caroline himself. After an argument escalated, Babis smothered her with a pillow while their infant daughter slept nearby. In a desperate attempt to cover up his crime, he staged a robbery, killed the family's dog, and tied himself up to create a believable story. In May 2022, Babis was found guilty of premeditated murder, lying to authorities, and animal cruelty. He was sentenced to life in prison for his horrifying crime. The case of Caroline Crouch shook Greece to its core. What started as a fairy tale romance ended in a nightmare of manipulation, abuse, and murder. A young mother, filled with dreams and hopes for her future, was betrayed by the very person she trusted the most. While justice has been served, nothing can bring Caroline back. Her daughter, who will grow up without her mother, is a reminder of the devastating impact of domestic violence and the darkness that can lurk behind even the most perfect-seeming relationships. Thank you for watching. If you found this story important, please like, share, and subscribe to help raise awareness about the silent struggles many face behind closed doors. Remember, if you or someone you know is in an abusive relationship, there is help available. Don't wait for the nightmare to begin.